You know, in the modern era of the NHL, they call Brendan Gallagher a pest. They call Brad Marchand a pest. But you ever wonder where they may have gotten the idea to be such a pest? Well, this is one of the guys, and it didn't really pay off in one major incident in his life because it almost ended his life and his career. So, because we did the Wilt Paymon podcast a short while ago, and we have to expand on it through this podcast, this is the guy that Paymon literally almost killed on the ice. And the only reason he's not dead, maybe because his nose got in the way of one of the worst stick incidents in NHL history. So we're going to talk about the curious legend of Dennis Polonich. Now, Dennis Daniel Polonich, known as Polo, he spent his entire NHL career in the Detroit Red Wings organization. Now, not the biggest player ever, 5'6" and 166, because of his not say aggressive play, but his determined play. He was drafted in the 8th round, 118 overall, by the Red Wings in the 73 NHL draft. Now, because he was only 5'6", he had to make himself known, and he learned how to play that game with the Flin Flon Bombers of the WCHL. Now, Polonich attracted attention of scouts by playing this aggressive style, as he used to antagonize opposing players while scoring occasional goals. Now, during the 73 season, he became legendary for his relentless trash talking and racked up 222 minutes in penalties, along with 83 points. Now, even though Detroit took him 118 overall, the Wings wanted to see if Polonich could be as effective in a higher level league and sent him to play a season with the London Lions in Britain. He so impressed the Red Wings management, he was brought back for the 74-75 season. Now in 75, Polonich joined the Virginia Wings of the AHL. He led that squad in penalty minutes, and his 34 points helped him reach the playoffs, where he was the team's leading scorer in their short playoff appearance. Now, towards the end of the regular season, he joined the Red Wings for his first 4 NHL games, recording no points or penalty minutes. Now, after a quick stint with the Kalamazoo Wings of the IHL, Polonich became a full-time Red Wing and fan favorite in the 76 season. Because the Red Wings were retooling, they needed his toughness and grit to the roster, and after a few disappointing seasons, the squad felt that Polonich fit that bill. Although small, he'd be brought an instant force to the team. He set a club record on March 24th, 76, by sitting out 8 penalties, including 5 minors, a major, and a misconduct. But no disrespect, ladies and gentlemen. 8 penalties in a North Shore Senior Hockey League was par for the course. So he was tough, but not as tough as my senior players in the North Shore. Now, he once said, if I'd stayed out of the box a little more, I might have scored 20-25 goals a season, but you have to have a mighty-long stick to score from the penalty box. Now, in the 77 season, he held a short tenure as captain when Danny Grant was injured. He finished second in team scoring with 46 and led the team, and he was second in the league behind Tiger Williams in penalty minutes with 274. He also led the team in penalty minutes the following season. Now, the big incident here happened early in the 78-79 season where, not say goon, but mentally disturbed forward Wilt Paymon him got a little set to, and according to published reports, Polonich got under the skin of Paymon, and it led to what has been termed at the time as the worst ever case of brutality in NHL history. Now, Paymon smashed Polonich across the face with his stick, leaving the Red Wing with a concussion, severe facial lacerations, and a broken nose requiring reconstructive surgery. Now, because Polonich felt his future earnings were going to be hampered by the injury, he eventually sued and won a settlement of $850,000 in 1982. Now, Polonich has said he has suffered from breathing problems for the remainder of his hockey career. Now, after 5.5 seasons with the Red Wings, he was sent down to the AHL after the 81 season, and besides 11 games in 82 remained there. He helped the Adirondack Red Wings reach the playoffs twice in the following year before jumping to Muskegon of the IHL, and Polonich eventually retired in 1987. Now, his best season in the minors was again with Muskegon. He had 68 points and 32 goals in 78 games, including 18 points in the playoffs. Now, NHL totals, 390 games, 141 points, 59 goals, one goal in the playoff in that 78, playoff run, where if I'm not mistaken, he played Montreal second round. AHL, 110 goals, 360 games in a number of seasons. And with the London Lions in 74, 60 points in 67 games. But the Lions themselves had some NHL affiliates. But Bruce Norris had started the team as an expansion of Detroit Red Wings of the NHL. Now, John Ziegler was also the vice chairman of the team, where he became president of the NHL in 77. Now, the Lions played their home games at Wembley with a record of 52, 13, and 7. They also toured Europe to promote a proposed European Professional Ice Hockey League, which was supposed to start in the 75 season. Now, the original plan for this new league was to have the top teams participate in the Stanley Cup playoffs against the traditional NHL squads. The league did not gain support and never started play. Now, the team was named for an earlier London Lions, which was founded in 1924 by Blaine Sexton, and the version of the earlier Lions won the first ever British championship in 1930. Now, being an independent professional team, the Lions were playing a lot of friendlies, some internationals, and it was quite an interesting story. We might talk more about the fact that how ice hockey in England has been bypassed, but there has been several NHLers that have played over there either before, during, or after their NHL career, like Polonich. Thanks for listening. Bye.